It's here for Memobi Bia Kwaba Eba Melodies TV so. Mzendrechi made a story about Bremo on how Kennedy Agyapong got humiliated by the NPP parliamentary primaries. A editorial ameye in the sense wohwe senior Kennedy Agyapong ono ankasa wo ya ade ne presidential primaries and the threat a womaye NPP MPs a omuyi omunim ekotiano threat a womo say ono nso ede na ho ne bekweti omon how all of them they won massively omo constituency na it didn't correlate what I say it didn't really correlate not to say Kennedy Agyapong indeed was humiliated o he ne bra senya na all my threat ebeka boachi asenso boachi ne maame ho nsem ebeka say asenso boachi ye kron for na NPP for to man na obe expose all those things no in bid say the people of Bantama ento ema asenso boachi bo mbeto ama ne bra no yehu how ne bra olusu massively ewo Bantama ho na Ghana for ede omo adwentre afa sasem we eho muni amunim senya me no platform we so nti ebe kan comments no na ya mamu hu de echo. Now let's read the comments and see what Ghanaians are saying. Way free simplicity I say because of Kennedy that is why they voted for those he attacked them. Also, who said Kennedy can win power for the NPP if he campaigned for them? Now the agendam has ended. Simplicity in some more kind no. And as Susan Ebeka said, they should teach him lessons. Okay, some wise I say the beginning of the end of Kennedy Agyapong's dreams of becoming president. Agnes I say it seems we don't think about the corruption that goes on in this country. Cynthia I say people should know by now that Kennedy is just a noisemaker. So I don't know people still believe in his talk. User I say Kennedy Agyapong talks too much. Buba I say he's reaping what he sowed. He did same against Charlotte Mensah. Charlotte okay. And yes, Charlotte Mensah, Charlotte say, Mr. Jimensa, the Jimensa, where Charlotte say, he cannot destroy people because he doesn't like them. Evelyn, I say, when it is coming, it is doing. Let me go and enjoy my fufu. Night, I say, Ghanaians will remember Kennedy in years to come. They will remember him. And Dan Mens Eka say, how about Ken doesn't have the winning power after all? Sam say, now release all the secrets of Boachi. Into Kennedy Agyapong send your case will be released as and so Boachi secret. Mrs. will be say Kennedy Agyapong be released secret in now. Zion say he's a liar. There are no secrets, just lies. George say Kennedy Agyapong should be careful with this NPP, else he would lose his relevance in Ghana politics. Abena say, I don't care, no humiliation here. First of all, Ken never went to those MPs constituent to campaign against them. The only person Ken publicly supported was his brother. But unfortunately, his unpleasant comments at the Bantama campaign platform ruined everything. Hence, why Ken's brother lost. So you all have no business tagging Ken with anything. Ken didn't involve himself in his primaries. So please, leave him out of this. Do you know the money Asenso and the likes pumped into the primaries? As for Asenso, his seat is safe, NPP seat. His seat is safe, NPP seat. So automatically, he has won the general election. Now let's see the rest. If they can pay their way through in the general, the primaries isn't a problem because it is a few people that can be paid. But how about the general? Can the MPs pay every voter? That is where the problem lies. Intino abna ata enso ensema waka no etre se Kennedy Agyapong sembia waka e na ma ni bra no nkrofo tutia no because na eye ne say but that has always been Kennedy Agyapong's style. And Ghana for Najiji, Ghana for supporting Agyapong when he always goes berserk. And has always been his style. That's what he knows. The campaign against Bamia, that's exactly what he did. Into Wakoya the same style as Aye Jumamano. So Munya Murefia, last 4 years when Agyapong was campaigning 2020, when Agyapong was campaigning for Asenso Boachi, that time na a year Mahama ne Tracy Boachin sensem ne bae. When Agyapong was campaigning for Asenso Boachi, he went on a platform in Bantama, and this is exactly what he did to Mahama. So that has always been his style. So why is it that Agyapong ababe the same style la muni na mo supporting no? Why yetia Asenso Boachi ne de? And de amusi o Ken or style na Emma Unu and Lusu. You see, and that's one thing about Ghanaians I don't like. Ghana for say almost a little bit say o nipako or ye dofo na o ye we and de ye ni bibia. That's when we know say ade we ade ye nipako ne say bone. But Obia won ye way there, ni. And that's exactly, I'm sorry, but that's exactly what is happening. I'll do a special broadcast on that. But that's exactly what is happening in Kumasi. And that I mean, we can say. Here, Emra Mahama also. Kumasi Mayor. Bunsu. Dear Ahimfone de Yeno. But Chema to me, dear by, look at what happened. No. Night TV say, for your mindset, Kennedy is a wiser man, okay? He can't join them, so he rather wanted them to win, and he will never ever open mouth again, but Ghana first. Amos Owusu say, that's a lesson to him. Agyapong brags too much. Baumia, Wontumi, and Agyapong are the reason why NPP is going to lose woefully in the 2024 elections. Now, the truth must be told, say, Ken, the showdown guy, and Zion Lake said, now he's down himself, poor rich man. Agnes say, Frank Anodompre has not worked for Insawem as you are saying, please, okay. Senior Mebeka said, Frank Anodompre, you Juma man Insawem, no, say, and yes, well, probably maybe what's Insawem means, you know, you know it's better than me, so, but say. Nanajwa say, Ken has not been humiliated at all. It was a good sign for him. Despite most ministers he doesn't like retain their seat. Stop lying and disgracing him. It is well. And Zion Becker say, I'll go even further and say that if Ken doesn't change his ways now, his ambition is over. Mark this on dry wire. Okay. Margaret say, is that what you see? You should be worried about how our political leaders are turning democracy into. The people's voted for Abetie instead of job. Shame on you too for not educating our youth. If they continue like this, only God knows the future of our generation. Also, the people voted for Abetie instead of jobs. Bantama diane na okana. Na bantama diane jobs na nkahwane deba Agyapong nini ano. Mama Mati has said, the only reason why Agyapong nini ano me Agyapong nini ano metie ni interviews. Metie ni interviews no. What was his policy drive? Okwa interview bia to say nini ana attacking Asenso Boachi and Asenso Boachi you see Asenso Boachi you see Asenso at least if for nothing at all krana we know say Asenso Boachi at least we see library. Am the people of Bantama. Bantama fonso aba be kase na bridge bi da ho a obi aba wonye Asenso Boachi ba wa ba be ye. Kennedy Agyapong na make Agyapong ni nua no aside the campaign ana aside the yedinim say we dey ono na Kennedy Agyapong nua a contest against Asenso Boachi no. What else was he bringing? Wa kasa na wo support Agyapong ni nua no. Ma me policy ba ko ne one of the policies ne policy ba ko a wo nim. Because he and the na yet and say we your Kenya, that was his only thing. It is all because say people voted for Abetie Asenso Boachi send him ton Abetie in the Nkrofo Toba Abetie rather than jobs are Agyapong ni nua no ono na no the jobs neighbor Agyapong ni nua no ono ane Kennedy Agyapong ni nua na edi na ni nua no kranya na say na ye Ghana for ye ba be hu no na kire nim say Agyapong wo nua bi sa me bo amon kan tre me so ba be ka say Nkrofo Toba Abetie rather than job no wine was it Agyapong himself who was going to contest? Minim say Ghana ni be ka say o say Agyapong say ye ni nua na wo ho a e bia Ken na nkasa kra betumi aboa no ewe he Ken Nangasa ne constituency hono utumi ye den. Yes, wa bomodin wa ye we, but jobs no companies saying eno bie wo ne adwuma. The last time I take Ken o say oyefuo ewo krase de ne krase yo se den. And I say, Oma mismanaging into no any idea of going to farming biome. That was the last time we heard from Kennedy Agyapong in his constituency. Kennedy Agyapong's brother is not Kennedy Agyapong. That is what I want you to understand. So for him to be carrying himself along, Kennedy Agyapong, no, that was his only play. Inti abetie against job no. Job no from who? Kennedy Agyapong no promise you almost the ejuma beba. Ejuma ben. Kennedy Agyapong ye nim say we creating juma. No dia cool. Ni nua no ejuma ben. Ni nua de nim so a lawyer. Company ben. Ebia ni nim. So mbetumi aka monka. Tisa Obeka say they voted for abetie rather than Joba. You what are you saying? It's Kennedy Agyapong's brother Kennedy Agyapong. Anyway, Eric say or the show enaba. Isaac say this is nonsense. How many people voted? Gideon say the wicked senseless leadership program Kennedy Agyapong and the Frogmaster boss brother Kennedy the best and the greedy family members. Kennedy Agyapong. Mercedes Toyota say in your foolish estimation Ken is good, no problem, that is your piece of nonsense. KB also say did Ken go to those constituencies to campaign? Stop this nonsense. Where did you see Ken and in those constituencies to campaign for anybody? Bismarck says, stop your foolishness, because Ken never meant this NPP primaries by the general elections. My only problem with Ken is how he put spanner in the works of his brother Raf, because he was very much in the game, but for the ugly comments of Ken. And in the more supported Ken in Anomoka say, in some way or kind, etia niniano. And in some way or kind, Etias and Subachima, no, and never Ken Lucy and no, Abetian some no cocaine and no hunty. Or since when did you become Ken's mind reader? Francis Kofi say foolish analysis. The delegates are fixed number. Why do you multiple what one had and say it would reach what the other had? 90 times 10 equals 100, leaving only 300 for the other candidate. Oh, the analysis we are here so one here. Oko offense ewutu senior de na yeka ewutu senior west, right? And I am one say you are even making me explain this. You didn't even understand my analysis and you are calling it foolish. Ewutu senior west results na eba no. And I made say uko ewutu senior west uko ewutu senior west omo di second no omo nya 97. Okay. Ebimo second nya 97. And 90. And I do D first no nya 1000. And I may say do D second no we nya 90 no. Say ni vote no you multiply by 10 krana on do D first no. And I can say delegates number fixed and you multiply by 10 na. That say the other candidate 3. You please listen. I get the point you are trying to paint, right? I'm not going to lie. I get the point you are trying to paint. Just that you are understanding it on a different wavelength altogether. Your point you are trying to paint, let's say the entire number no figure no fixed. Into say make say you multiply 90 the by 100. Not to say what say yet every total one no emu dabi. But that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying say holding the person away the first no ne figures no constant as constant key without any change, assuming and holding it as constant no. Say you multiplying it by krona or no you win by 10 krana still own do sa first person no. But I get your point too. Point now so I understand. I get your point. I get where you are coming from. I understand your point. I'm not going to lie. I get your point. But that's not what I'm saying at all. That's I mean basically not what I'm saying. User say stupid caption. Come again, man. Ken never backed anyone against most of these MPs apart from Asem. So me when say and saying Ken Agyapong and Crawford. Me master we ya na mo ba be we pa mate nice. Zion say sorry, but I agree with the caption 1000%. Mercedes Toyota say NPP delegates are not stupid. are not as stupid as NDC delegates. NPP delegates are educated, mature, and think far. Give them your money, they will take it, but follow their brain, not their stomach. In the presidential primaries, who distributed more money than Ken? I am in the game and a witness to all that Ken did. Okay, Abba Krase, that's the result of being too pompous. He doesn't behave like a man. He talks and brags too much. He showed off for people to use him. They wasted his money twice. He should stop all this math and forget about what people do. He thinks exposing people will make him win anything. Change, Ken, change. And comments by Zion Lee because he's found out his real level. And you know, oh comments na Ken Agyapong nkro for aba bonten pa. Yen konkohwe video na ama omo aba bonten sa no. MPP for abatu a wo mokokoto ye enra no. Nipa ba ko a ye betumi aka se why humiliated eye Kennedy ohini Agyapong. Se wo ha Kennedy Agyapong ena trese say Ushemwa ebimo. I mean, even this morning he was trending because the people he declared war against say nankobema ne influence ama nkrofo ato etia wo mo no. Say nkrofo ni na hands down they won, and not that they just won like that, they won and won massively. Jaman nkrofo ka say we die Kennedy Agyapong ni tu no ni na no amfama no. Ye be ha nsem no results no emu. We will look at something additional now. Very simple. One of the people now, 4 people, and me personally me to me I say na Kennedy Agyapong oni omokun Eslowusu, Hawa Kumsin, Anodompre, and Asenso Boachi. And we all know the reason why Kennedy Agyapong was fighting with these people, because they supported a year Baumia, not because they supported Baumia per se, but Omoya campaign ama Baumia no. They all spoke against Kennedy Agyapong. Inti ayene ya. Me mamoti asiye se eye Napo enso supporte Baumia. Na Baumia na Napo e supporte no. Kennedy Agyapong ni Napo enya asem. KT Hammond enso e supporte Baumia. Kennedy Agyapong ni omo enya asem. Why? Because they didn't use the opportunity to speak against Kennedy Agyapong. They just went on, supported their Baumia, went their way. But sankrofo 4 ya mabo omudin. Almost supported by me, Esanso Kassetia Ken, into Ken Yomunyasem. Inti Kennedy Agyapong was seeking to use his influence because of Wanyomo. So he was seeking to use his influence to sort of beat these people our constituency. But it didn't work. Into the first person, Eslowusu. Now, here about Onimo, Eslowusu won by 817 votes. Eslowusu 817. And the Pakra would be second. Ewa Eslowusu Mohono 241. That is Eslowusu no. Ye cheni di emu half krana still. Wabeshi ni pakrono bruta. Ye chemu half kra. Just ebi ye chembe 3. And the crown 1 here still wabebu ni pakrono. Into 817 against 241. So Esla seriously won, and there's nothing Kennedy Agyapong could do in that constituency. Now another person, Frank Anodompre, and also here. I've been saying it on this platform. Say one of the NPP MPs are Wamobomodin or more constituency Anodombre. I'm not going to lie. Frank Anodombre you'll be on this platform. I have criticized him on several occasions because Memeka say he acts against his name. Nidin etrese Frank. Frank means honesty. But Frank Anodombre ye can NPP MPs are, in my view, omuchan tropa or kaumbi. Me. Sana me based on what I've seen and the things he says no MPP so much and drop Frank Anodombre kan. So me per se no na Muslim me kasa tian our platform we so. But I said it on countless occasions say Frank Anodombre is going to win that seat. In fact, even against NDC he's going to win because he has been able to use his position. He has been able to leverage his position as a chief whip in parliament to always bring in Puntunyuma. No say NDC na Okuja to Ablakwa. The entire yana taibo Okuja to Ablakwa because enya na aba na also. Frank Anodombre so ne side no. Oye pan okọ insawe medreji ho na obo na market oye no ye akwan no ye every time he has something he's doing there. Into no there. Sa area no. That means say there's no way he was going to be beaten. Into Frank Anodombre enso enya 734 votes. the odi second no enya 228 and si yechemu half krana anka still yechemu 3 krana nanka still obebu nipa krona wo pa ne ho no na yesi franka no don prempo de Kennedy Agyapong crofo e de omunisi ne so nti ukọ Oman FM ene sa na 2 na for the whole week no mu de omunisi franka no don preso a no mo chese wo mo ka na egum ebuje egu ne so kasetia nini na echi for franka no don pre to win with 734 and likely also going to win the NDC. It was a particular constituency, no. It tells you at your saying Frank Anodompre also humiliated Kennedy Agyapong with his win. Now another person, it's Yabo Nkrofo you know right? Yabo Eslosu, Yabo Frank Anodompre. Now another person, Kennedy Agyapong and Kasaninia, Ralph Agyapong versus Asenso Boachi. And also here, and no put there, that was the main contest. And no na yen to kwananka no. Ken didn't who call ye wako threatening. Ken Agyapong thought say threatening the people of Bantama could do anything. The person bibisa say Kennedy Agyapong niniano. What was his track record? Ewa Bantama. The only reason why Kennedy Agyapong ninia standing Bantama, and personally I believe say one of the things or the main thing they were banking on, and they say Kennedy Agyapong nia. Iti ye kan yesi o Kennedy Agyapong ninia ewa Bantama. Ati asiye. Into wo here Asenso Boachi nya 650 votes and Kennedy Agyapong nia enya 186. Now, you see they were deceived, and this is why I'm saying they were deceived. Let me show you something. My mentor Odentia Metro said they were deceived. NPP presidential Mr. Mwakata in Teyamo Fanchem why. NPP presidential primaries in Bantama results. Now, NPP for presidential primaries no more year Bantama. Look at what happened. And personally, no, from that time, Kennedy Agyapong ni nuane beka so no so be contested Bantama seats no. Interna make say they were deceived no. Now, in Bantama, okay. Where is it in Bantama? I'm searching for Bantama. Where here the northern side? Bantama, where is Bantama? Metro mu bibi esi wo ho na eno no informe Kennedy Agyapong ni nuane so we bi obe wini nti no onko ena ama ede no akwa share situation. Okay, so this is the Bantama constituency. Now here you see here delegates now 830 delegates now netwaba. Baumia got 422 and Kennedy Agyapong got 404. So what do you think? It's Kennedy Agyapong who say Baumia we need Bantama 422 there. Now so for Kennedy Agyapong to get 404, and that is a Kennedy Agyapong has influence in Bantama. It's an Kennedy Agyapong pushing in no 2 tie ni na. O say Kennedy Agyapong ne pushing no so onko. Bantama seat onko ngoje because presidential primaries no Kennedy Agyapong e pulling the weight to hopa until they felt say on between the Kennedy Agyapong din ama ni no e win presidential no parliamentary, but parliamentary look at what happened. Asenso Boachi nya 650 and Kennedy Agyapong no enya 186. Ye chemo 3 class still on to no wa hwe no from wa bono rough the num nia emoja 350 as against 186. Ati ase na ohwe omo be sha ase Kennedy Agyapong ni nia Asenso Boachi to nyom na Kennedy Agyapong ni nia ne say Asenso Boachi nyom a wo to no unprofessional che say utumi unse na ntokwa ye pese ye ya na ye ni Asenso Boachi ko keke ye to aba no police station ho no Asenso Boachi wo to ne gospel or to ne oyi nyame aye to ne nyame nyom Kennedy Agyapong ni anenso e de ne hu ni nemu say ne nyame se obekọ 1 tempe na obekọ ene de ne be interview no wa yese ni buefu bidie nti a o say it is unprofessional say Asenso Boachi aba polling station ho e na wo to nyom we ye bone obi aba police tese ne pese ye ya pento kwa bi Asenso Boachi was smart nti he was able to pull through at as or ya de nti no no and how akumsin so how akumsin is there no so a shocking crofo bebre because Kennedy Agyapong versus Baumia yebekọ no so ne akwa akọhe but how akumsin nya 1318 votes omo ana Kennedy Agyapong can say yebetu how akumsin look 97 ye the times 10 eka wo mo votes no ho kra ka still wo mo nto how akumsin yɛde times 10 ɛkɔ ɔmo vote ne ho a na nka ɔmo nto Hawa Kumsin wei yɛde times 100 ɛka ne vote ne ho a na nka times 100 na ɛdi a ɔbɛpa Hawa Kumsin ho yɛde times 10 ɛkɔ ɔmo deɛ ne ho a nka still Hawa Kumsin nya 1318 ɛna deɛ odi second nya 97 we have 1097 see Hawa Kumsin wei broni bɛfrɛ no obliterate ɔmo ɛnyɛ asɛm ketewa na yɛhwɛ Hawa Kumsin kasoa right Hawa Kumsin yɛ kasoa meba NPP Kaswa results. And also, it gave Kennedy Agyapong hope. Kaswa results, no. Emma, Anna, when I Kaswa in Hawa Kumsin's constituency. Okay, remember in Hawa Kumsin's constituency. Where is it? Full list of MPs who lost here. I'm not seeing it. But then, Hawa Kumsin constituency, no? Okay, let me search for Hawa Kumsin's constituency. Actually, maybe I need in your kaswa. Into your hair near the no because I want to say something. Hawa Kumsin constituency. Ewutu Senya East. Okay, Ewutu Senya East. That is Hawa Kumsin's constituency. See, NPP presidential in Ewutu Senya East. Primaries. NPP Ewutu Senya East. So let's go and you see what I'm talking about. Ewutu. Inti here. Ewutu Senya East. Kennedy Agyapong 724. Hawa Kumsin constituency no. Kennedy Agyapong she Baumia and Hawa Kumsin openly supported Baumia. Kennedy Agyapong 724 and Baumia 679. So guess what? People felt that Kennedy Agyapong had influence in that constituency because for him to win by 724 against Baumia, that is a Kennedy Agyapong kasombetie. So a lot of people were scared for Hawa Kumsin, but guess what? She pulled through 1,318. And we share NPP for about 2 years. Presidential and parliamentary now. It is just a off record man. There is no link. I was trying to find a link, and you see that there is no link because in fact, a lot of analysts were thinking, say, senior presidential probably those who are aligned to Kennedy Agyapong would also win massively in those constituencies. But in Sisa, it is quite interesting. So about to MPP for Koko 2 very, very interesting. Don't try to your comment box anymore.